Oh, did I forget to screen share? Wow. Let's see. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's make this a little smaller. I keep forgetting. All right. Take the headphones off. I just like hearing the intro song that Alex made. Both my sons are really awesome musicians and composers. So I'm sorry. I just sneezed before I started and should have known better. So, yeah, both my sons are awesome musicians and composers, and every now and then I'll say, hey, can you do me a little ditty to start off my drafting show? And they're like, sure, man. And, Alex or Barrett will just whip out something in like a minute. And just think it's awesome. But anyway, this is about a project that I'm doing for a fellow named Mike and his wife. And I thought it would be interesting to show how you can manipulate the wall extension, the Medeek wall extension, to just do different things. And there's really no option for post frame construction, but you can develop a wall type to have a post frame construction, because you can develop wall types and load them and save them. Load, and then you can use them. And I haven't quite perfected this one yet, but you can see that I have my post. We're doing these on 6-foot centers, not centers. We have enough centers in this world. And I've got to work out the top detail. We're probably going to have like a 2x10 on both sides. There's a lot of different details for how the trusses are connected to the post and all that. But this is a start, and it may be that at some point I have to explode these walls and detail them out and create a component, for these posts, how they work at the top. But for now, graphically, it keeps me from having to draw all the purlins, the girts and all that. So what he wants is a living area, a 2-story living area over here. And now I'm wondering where my floor plan is. Let's go here to the folder situation. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I had been modeling on the floor trusses and the subfloor, and we decided to move the stair. This stair was over there. Sorry, don't mean to rhyme this early in the morning, but especially on Saturday when you're just getting up. By the way, I tried this new coffee, and I was a little disappointed because it was supposed to be high octane, and I don't know, maybe I'm just immune to the effects of caffeine now. But anyway, somewhere right in there, and because the door going into in the upstairs had to be in the middle because this is only 16 feet tall. So anyway, we decided to move. We decided to redo the floor plan inside totally, and I'm still gonna keep all that stuff, just because I went through all the trouble of drawing it. But I had the instinct not to do a fancy rail, just to show a rail, and until we figured it out. At least I was smart enough to do that. But one thing we did in our meeting yesterday was we made the whole thing 2 feet wider, and so now I've got to take this wall and move it out. This is one of the beauties of the Medeek wall extension. I can just move this out 24, and I can just add 2 feet to this wall. Edit wall assembly, and make it 41.9. And it's 41.9 because it's got 1.5 inch girts going around the outside of it. Update. You see it extended itself over and redid the corner, which is nice. This is an interior load bearing wall, so it doesn't have, you know, metal on it. And this is an exterior wall. And this door, let's see, well, there'll still be a door there, so I'm going to leave it there. Over here, now these walls, they go from left to right traditionally, or typically, I should say. Not traditionally, we don't celebrate that. But Nathaniel Wilkerson probably celebrates it because he developed the wall extension. So all you have to do is move it back 24. Well, it snapped to 24 inches. Look at that, 2 feet. I'm going to enter 2 feet anyway, just to be technical. And then I'm going to go add, because it'll extend. I keep interrupting myself, don't I? It will extend it on the right end. It won't extend it on the left end because it starts on the left. So see there. And again, it cleans up the corner for you, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this because, and I forgot which way the floor starts, so I'm just going to make it bigger, and we can adjust it. Ooh, don't explode it. Ooh, I need to edit the floor assembly. We're not ready to explode just yet. So it should be 41, and it's not 42 because we need to. Yeah, it's this house line truss is will be, that's got little studs in it. You know, it's not a truss per se. It's just a little knee wall to continue the wall on up. It will be flush with this, and the girts from the wall will continue on around. So that's why it is that way. And we're going to find out which way it starts right now, because I'm going to hit update. Oh, we got lucky, man. We got lucky. I just knew it was going to poke out over there, and I was going to have to move the whole thing. But you can see you want your framing to line up like that. Okay. Alright, that's all pretty. That's awesome. So that didn't take long. Now, if I hadn't had to change that manually, you know, it would have taken the whole show, man. So, you know, use your extensions wisely. Now I'm hoping my post frame extension is still good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up wall. I'm going to load that post frame, load, and we're going to find out if all my settings got saved, which is awesome if it did. And what you want to do is start at the corner. And the other thing I'm going to be curious is to see, I'm assuming it's going to overlap, you know, put another post there, and that's going to be okay. Alright, looking good so far. I recognize, now it didn't save the, okay. It's trying to do a 3-corner stud post, so that would be strong, wouldn't it? Alright, so we can fix this, you know. Now what that means is I didn't do a good job of saving my, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to fix it. So I'm going to look in here because I want it to go right there. And why is that? Oh, the other thing, oh, I've got the thicknesses of side. Oh, I messed up this one. I messed up the thickness of the siding on this wall type. They should be the same. So let's check this thickness over here. Wall cladding thickness. 375. That's fine. So what we need to do is come in here. Now, I don't remember that being offset over here. Yeah, I can see already it is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and edit this wall assembly. Go down here. When I was first trying to develop the post frame wall, I misinterpreted what I was supposed to do here. So instead of going into a long explanation, I'm just going to change it. Update. There we go. Now, if I had a bunch of walls to do like that, I could use this copy wall feature. And you select the wall that you want to take the parameter from. And it usually, obviously works better if you've got a bunch of parameters you want to change. But you would go in here and say update, and then you select the walls that you want that parameter to be applied to, and you'll see that it lines up now like a pretty thing. Now there may be some little offsets I have to work on, but for now we're just still in the early stages. We're in the early stages. So I'm going to say close. And anytime you're working with extensions, you need to save periodically. And this new thing with 2025, SketchUp 2025 is annoying. It asks if you want to purge your drawing as if I'm an inefficient draftsman. Ugh, the audacity. So what I need to do is go in here and fix these corners because I didn't save the wall type properly. And we will edit this and go down to your corners, and I forgot how I did the corners. Let's just say it's an end. Well, no, I can't say it's an end because the siding won't wrap. Oh, I know what we can do. We can just say the corner stud thickness is 0, I think. On the beginning, on the start, and on the end, we can say it's 5.5. And see, if I had saved this properly, I wouldn't have had to worry about any of this update. And we may have to, I may end up having to explode. What I'm trying to do is make sure my siding is meeting at the corner, and what I want to do is actually just have, because see, if I say end, let's see what it does. Let's see, let me select this corner again. Let me select this wall and see if I say end, there we go. And if I say this one and the start is end, well, there we go. But you see, now I'm going to have to put, and I need to put the corner trim on anyway, like a man. But that's just, at least I don't have to, at least for now, that's an easy fix because I should show the corner trim anyway. But you could take care of that. Well, couldn't we take care of that pretty easily? We could say this has trim. I don't want to do that. I'll perfect that wall top later. Let's go down here and we'll say this is edit. We'll say it just ends, an end quarter condition, and you see it got rid of that. And why did it do that? Oh, that's the start. I really don't want to spend too much time playing with this. Because you have to keep going back and forth to, well, I do, edit wall assembly. But once you get this, okay, that's end. Let's just say it's 0. That doesn't help any. That's the, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Corner stud quantity. Okay. This is the start. Okay. And end. But if I say corner stud, if I say 0, oh, that's the end. End. Then it just does away with the alright. Oh wait, end. Alright, well, it's one of those mysteries of life. I'll fix that whenever, actually, I'm going to fix it with, manually right now. So what I'm going to do is go end. I'm going to go to the end corner, say 0. It says, yeah, update, okay. Do this, 0 on the start. Okay, update. Well, this wall, edit. That's the end corner. Okay, 0. Update. Okay, that's, you got to pay attention to whether you're at the end or the start. But what I'm going to do is go here and copy this, Roger. Then I'm going to paste it in place and then move it over here. And it's just a little bit of trickery and deceit, which never hurt anybody. And this one's working. See, I need to figure out what I did right over here, but I don't want to spend time on it, to be honest with you. I want to draw some trusses, man. And then this up here, we have any guests yet? Not yet. No comments. Leave your wonderful comments in there, down there. So, oh, the other thing is, I need to put the girts on that wall, those walls. But what I want to do is build these walls, which will take just a minute, and I want them to be flush with this framing. And these will just be regular walls. These will be 8 foot. And let's see, are they going to be 2x4 or 2x6? We'll make them 2x6 to line up with the first 4 walls. So wall, and let's see, we don't have it. I've just loaded this extension on the new version of 2025, SketchUp 2025. And what I wish we could do with these extensions is have your presets come come with it. I need to learn how to export or import them because I had all these wall tops I had developed. But anyway, I'm going to put this back at 97.125, and this should be 83, and let's see, 83.5, and 2 of 6 is correct, and stud spacing, oh, I had it set at 6 feet for the other wall top. This is going to be 24 because he wants to do the 24 inch with the girts. And then left stud spacing, offsets. Okay, all this other stuff we'll just have to fix as we go. And then let's see, let's just change our siding. Well, that's already correct. Okay, let's update this, and we're going to start over here and go left to right. I can already see I'm going to have to update the oh no, it's set. What about that? Cool. See, if you get your presets the way you want them and saved, you're golden. And the next post frame you do. Now this next wall is going to be an interior wall, so I'm going to stop and change wall types. And then we're going to figure out how to, I'm not sure if I'm going to worry about the girts right now or not being lined up, but I'm sure there's a way to fix that. If not, I can fix it manually. And then we are going to figure out how to get in there. Let's change this to interior. Update. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start it. I'm going to start it right here and then move the wall back an inch and a half, just so I don't have to worry about trying to see the corner right now. Which means I got to make sure I'm on the right axis here, and I should be. Oh, that is the. Oh, that's right. That would be the axis. Okay. All right. We got whacked by a stud. All right. Now I can just move. Oh man. Oh. My bottom. I just realized I had the bottom plate turned off for the. This wall type, so I'll have to go in here and edit and top plate 2, bottom plate 1, update. There we go. No big deal. No biggie. Alright, and then what the fix this corner right here. Outside corner. There we go. Let's see. Oh look. Okay, what we'll do there is we will copy, let me save here. I feel the bug splat coming on. And we're gonna copy this wall. What did I do? What did I do? I jinxed myself. And this is just a little thing where I'm always flirting with this. You're not supposed to, when that dialog box is open, you're supposed to close it and then select the other wall. And sometimes I can get by with it. Sometimes I can't. Oh, we didn't lose anything. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus is with me on a Saturday morning. to save. No. Huh, wasn't much of a bug splat. I didn't have to overwrite the file. So, anyway, I need to keep that in mind. Alright, you select this wall. Well, hit the copy command. Alright, now I want the stud, I want the top plate and the bottom plate quantity. Update. And then I can just select these walls to fix them. There we go. Awesome, awesome. And oh, what's funny is my corner fixed itself. There we go. Now just to make sure that's all good, we'll regenerate the wall and it should be good. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Now this floor plan, this is the floor plan. This is what I like to do, is to stack them. This floor will go right up here. Get where I can see. I'm not going to be able to see it. Let's do it like this. There we go, and that 1/2 inch right there is the drywall on the inside. And now I need to go down 1.5 inches. 1.5. Huh? .5. There we go. I was going to say you should be able to see the subfloor depending on the angle of the camera. But when I'm working on the floor plan, oh look, wow, that floor plan was much smaller. When I'm working on the floor plan, I turn off the sheathing like that, and the trusses. Then I have free reign. That's odd though, because I don't remember that floor plan being that narrow. Let's turn off the walls for a second. What would it have been? Is that the 39 or whatever we were working on when we first started? 36. Wow. See, this is one reason to have a check and balance system, and that's why I do two-dimensional floor plans. A lot of people who use the extensions, they just draw on a grid, and they don't have anything to. There's no check and balance system. Let's see. I need to grab all this. I need to get to where selection is. Right. I like to look at it as a BIM situation where, get over there, where my two-dimensional floor plans are my check and balance. See, and then I'll make sure, I mean, I know this one lines up, but where's my blue axis? There it is. Yeah. There we go. We all good, man. Oops, I didn't mean to draw a line. I meant to come up here. So now, when I set up my floor plans for layout, I can just the first floor plan will turn off the walls, and the second floor system, or the second floor plan, and floor trusses, sheathing, truss, foundation with footing lines, and that's our, oh, I'll turn off the slab too. Well, I don't know. I kind of like the slab showing through. So we'll save it. We'll update that. And now all we have to do for the second floor plan is, because you want to do this so you don't have to do all that turning on and off stuff again, just go to your scenes and hit a new one. Come down here and say second floor plan. Plamina. Start a new fad. Plamina. Alright, and then what we'll do before we update that is turn on the second floor plan. Oh, that's the 2D foundation plan. My fault. There we go. And then we'll update that. So see, now we can toggle back and forth. Let's see, something's not okay. Yeah, this needs to be on parallel projection, where you're looking straight down. And make sure this is on parallel. Yeah, so those shouldn't really look like there's any movement between them. Yeah, that's the way it should look. That's kind of a clue as to whether you're looking straight down or not, because you don't want to be in this perspective mode, especially when you start dimensioning in layout. Alright, so let's go back to the other thing is I have this work mode. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's kind of where it's just not in the right place. It's kind of where I have everything turned on at once, kind of, and then I'll turn off that, and that's good for now. Just turn on I like having the first floor plan on. So then I'll do, and that'll be like, it's like a layer state that whatever state I'm working in, I just use that, then I can pop back and forth to the different views. See if we have any comments or questions. Oh, wrong button. Hello, Crystal Shaman. How are you doing? I'm on early. Oh, I got up at like 5 o'clock this morning and went and ate breakfast and treat myself to this little country restaurant in Dunlap on the weekends, on Saturdays, if I don't have anything else to do. And one thing you can do here is you can either extend this siding down or extend that siding up. And what do we want to do? Let's extend this siding down. So we'll just measure. It's going to be like 18 inches or something. Hold our shift button. Oh wow, oh that's right, these trusses are deep because they're going 30 feet. So 24 3/4. Alright, so what we shall do is go here, edit wall, and this is another place to use your copy wall function. Bottom, right here, 24.75. See what that looks like. Yep. Close, and then let's hit the save button in case we decide to have another bug splat. These bug splats are not really you can manage them, and you're working with third-party extensions, and I've over the years I have decided that I just work around the bug splats, because, and you see me saving periodically and using, I should be closing these dialog boxes when I'm supposed to, but these extensions save me so much time. It's actually worth the bug splats. It's kind of funny. So we're gonna copy. I meant to use the copy command. We're going to copy this wall, and we're going to go down to wall cladding extension. We're going to say update, and I'm going to whirl around here, grab that wall and that wall. And I think for now I'm going to turn off the because they're kind of annoying until I get them all lined up. Close this, hit the save button, and then I'm going to turn off the girts. I think he calls them battens for some reason. Wall. What does he call them? He doesn't call them furring. Yeah, he does. Okay, I need to talk to that man. Those are called girts, not furring. Well, he uses a Allie's birthday. On my daughter's birthday, I had an alarm go off here. I need to call my daughter and wish her. Oh, look here, we got a corner situation we need to work out. Edit. Outside corner. Okay, that didn't like that. Outside corner. Now, inside corner. There's one of these settings that you have to. Nope, it's not that one. There we go. It's that one. There's a. You can't have both of these walls with outside corner. Parameter. There we go. Sometimes it'll add a little stud on there and you have to regenerate the wall to get it to fix itself. So again, all those little whatchamacallits. Let's turn it off. For some reason hidden geometry was turned on. I saw that little fuzzy line going across there. To see how it all blends in. And when you turn off and all I need to do here is just, I need to make some outside corner trim. And since I'm being anal here, I'll just go ahead and, let's see, it's usually like 4 inches both ways here. And we'll draw us outside corner. And then we will, so it doesn't show through, and I don't want to give it any thickness. I'm going to move it off like 1/8 of an inch each way. This is just a little trick sometimes you have to do to keep it from showing through. And I'll have to give it some, now this is corner trim that would be installed in real life, so this is not some kind of rig. This is just showing it how it's really done. Oops. Go straight down, Tony. And all this siding, this makes me realize all this siding is going to hang down 1 inch, so I'm going to go ahead and hang this down 1 inch just to remind me to fix it later. That's how, because I've got it right now, I don't have it extending down, it's just flush with the wall like that. So that's how. And then what I can do is, I wonder if I can, I'll find that color. But if I use that color now, it'll probably show the stripes of the, yeah, I don't know, that might not look too bad. We'll just leave it like that for now, and we'll make it a group, and we'll make it a component. Let's see, do we want it to be a component? No, we don't want it to be a component, because I'm gonna have to make it different lengths. So we'll leave it like that. But that's how it looks in real life. And I'm not going to do that to all the corners yet because they're going to be different. So let's get rid of these guidelines. I just wanted to show how I would take care of that. And it also kind of gives that building an edge on your elevations. Alright, let's get to trusses, man. Let's get to trusses. See, Crystal Shaman just wanted to check to see if she made any more comments. So now on the trusses, trusses are a different animal on this, on this part of the building. We shall have regular normal trusses, and they shall go, let's see, yeah, they'll have to sit right here. Four 412, that sounds good. We're going to make a 24-inch overhang, and all that looks good. Raised heel, no, we don't need a raised heel on this necessarily. Gable end trusses on this one, we'll say yes. That allows you, that basically creates a wall out of the end truss with studs. Okay, yeah, we do want advanced roof options, and yes, see, these are all these are all presets I need to go in and fix since I've loaded this into SketchUp 2025. In 2024 I had all this set up. It's kind of depressing. Alright, we're going to call this corrugated metal. Oh wait, no, we're going to do a oh, he has a, yeah, let's do stone. He has a metal roofing. Yes. Cap, gable wall cladding, yes. Cladding, GB clay, and soffit, let's see, roof returns, roof battens, yes. Yes, chipboard, gutters, yeah. Let's see, what am I missing here? The soffit, where's the soffit? I want it to be angled. Where is the soffit? Am I just blind? Maybe I have to set it whenever I go into the other thing. Okay, we're going to say this, and battens. We don't need any, no. Let's see, battens, batten spacing 24, batten width 3.5, 2x4, spacing, counter battens, no, counter batten, no. Gutter style. These are going to have to be like, let's see, 10, 12. Let's make them 144 for right now on the downspouts. We can always make them longer. We want them like the round ones. There we go. Oh no, what did I do? What happened? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Not sure what I have done. What did I do? First of all, let's turn on some stuff on the roof here. Never done this. Web depth. Where did it get 11.25? It's like it ignored all the things I put in. Dadgummit. Let's just see if it's going to take this. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, I'm not sure what I did, but I will always mark it up to user error. Alright, we don't want roof sheathing because we're going to have purlins. Battens, yes. No outlookers. We don't need see these outlookers or these things. You don't need those when you've got the purlins up there. Let's just update that. See, because those purlins act as your outlookers, and they need to be changed. They are 3.5. There we go, on 24-inch centers, not 12. There we go. And let's just change our, yes. I'm not sure why. Soffit, yes. Here's what I was looking for, the angled soffit. That's good. Counterbattens, no. Returns, no. Yes. Gutters, yes. Update. Cladding, yes. Update. We would like our gable. See these gable entresses basically give you a studded wall, and since they're non-load bearing, like these have to span the entire distance, and they have the webbing. These gable entresses just have like 2x4s at 24 inches on center to nail your purlins to. But let's hit the save button here. And we shall go in and take another. Let's see what's turned off. Oh, the roof cladding's turned on. What else is turned off? Roof sheeting. We don't have any roof sheeting. Alright, let's go in and find out what happened to our roof cladding selection. Gable overhang 24. Is this 24 up here? Yep. Gable wall sheathing. No. Let's see. We might have to make it. We might have to say yes and make it 1.5 inches. I'm not sure if he's got battens on these, on the truss extension. Heel blocking, roof cladding. Oh, there it is. Yes. GB clay. Let's update that. There we go. Hip and ridge clad. Yes. There we go. Yep. Let's I meant to change the color of the roof just to be different. Let's do stone up there and see what it looks like. Now this is an anomaly I saw the other day, and I need to call Nathaniel and ask him about this. It's putting the wall, this cladding for the gable wall on the inside for some reason. But what I did was I just, after I got the roof where I wanted it, I just went in and moved it out. Oops. 2 inches like that. So it's not a big deal, but oh well, let's see. We need to come out more than that. We need to come out. What is going on here? Oh, it needs to be extended down. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, I said that like it was a tragedy. There we go. Oh no. So like that. So I can fix that later. And we'll have windows and a door here, and we're gonna have a wraparound porch. So let's go up here and let's turn off the roof battens, as he calls them, for now, because they look ugly. And we will fix our fascia. We need a yes. I said yes to this earlier. Angled update. Oh man, I gotta fix my. I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna take a screenshot and send it to him and see what I'm doing wrong. So that's what'll happen there. What I really want to do is get on to these interesting trusses. Because I think what's going to happen here is we'll have I guess we turn the battens back on, or the wall, as you call them, battens too. Oh, he calls it furring. So you probably have we're gonna let's see. I'm going to make this a group, and then I'm going to extract it because I don't want to lose it. Paste it back in. So that's typically how you do this when you have like post at 6 foot on center or 8 foot on center. You'll have and it's usually like a 2x10 or 2x12, but you'll have this sort of faux header between, that spans the posts. It's the way they build barns, basically. So I got to do a little more research and find out how we want to do this shop, because this is a shop, and I did move these posts to 6 foot on center instead of 8 foot on center to give us a little more strength, a little more rigidity against the winds of Tennessee. Crystal Shaman, are you still there? So now we're going to put our trusses. Let's save this. And I wonder how those webs got to be so thick. I don't remember changing any of that. Maybe I'll have better luck with this one. What I think I'm going to do is switch between two drawings right quick. I think I'm going to go to this one, which is a cool house I'm working on in Benton, Tennessee, and then go back to this. See if that will, I don't know, magically make everything okay. So we're going to go here, truss, roof truss, common truss, Now, these trusses may actually end up being double trusses because they're on 6-foot centers, and I got to talk to my truss company about this. I'm not going to do too many parameters on this until I see that it's not going to trick me out. I'm just going to say okay, okay, submit, okay, that figures. So, yeah, and what will happen is you'll have a little, this gable will extend over. And what I should have probably done is tried out the complex roof extension. But you can see I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Because I don't remember this. It didn't used to do this. So, okay, here we go. Gable wall cladding. Gable wall cladding. You can see it's supposed to be on the outside of the trusses. Gable cladding wall gap. If we put in 1.5, does it make it go better or worse? It didn't do anything. Wall cladding gap. Let's put a negative sign in there. That didn't do anything. So, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I don't see it even moving whenever I give it any kind of parameter. Wall cladding thickness. Let's try a trick here. Okay, it moved that way. So, I mean, I can tell it's really thick and have it come out here. Oops. Really didn't mean to move it. I'm clicking on it. I really didn't mean to. I just want to. So, you know, there's ways of rigging things, but I need to find out. What is that? Dang it, this thing is in the way. 3/8. I mean, I can trick it, but I don't know if that's the best practice. The best practice. Let's turn off those battens, because see, they show through, but they wouldn't do that in real life. I've started calling them battens now. They're actually girts furring. There we go. Awesome. Awesomeness. Now over here, if we turn off our cladding for a second, we can see that we have big doors, a big door over here, and I think I want to move it over because I changed the width of the building, and I think what I want to do is, let's put this in wall cladding 2, that corner piece I made, wall cladding, and so it'll turn itself off, or you know, whatever. So are these on 6? This should be 6-foot centers. Yep. And so I want to adjust my plan. For some reason my plan is not correct, which is again, okay, so in this case I need to turn the slab off because I'm accidentally, or let's turn the foundation concrete off. Now I can select my plan. Well, I said I could. There we go. Because what I want to do is make this what am I doing? If I move this over, since I've already selected it, I'm going to move it over some. But I don't want to select those. So I'll deselect those and move this over. But I need to get rid of this. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I think I know what I did. I think, yeah, I made these. Since this is a wall end, the gable end, and it's non-load bearing, you don't have to have these posts. You can just have framing. So I was going to put these 3 2x6s together, but we'll center them on the post for now. And then when we decide what to do, I was wondering what was going on there. I had forgotten I had done that. Gotta find the middle of it and put it back. There we go. But I remember what I wanted to do with this framing is I think I'm going to put it against this post. I think these are dashed. Yeah, these are dashed because they're above. This is the first floor plan, and so those posts would be sitting on top, and you'll see they'll be sitting on top of the door header. So I either want to put it in the center of this door or these 2 posts. Where is it? Right there. Lock my axis. Oh wait, I didn't mean to select these. I'm going to leave them alone. Why is it giving me a hard time? There we go. Lock this on the green axis. Then I can come down here and select this. That'll center the door on that. So then I can put myself I can use this guideline to put this big door. I think this is a 14 foot by 14 foot, I think. Wait a minute, that's not right. This is supposed to be at least 12 feet. No, that's not right. So from here it would be 12 feet. See, you discover things. You discover them. Why is that acting funny? Well, that was weird. There we go. The reason you want to do that dashed line is so that when you're doing your reflected ceiling plan or you're showing lighting on the electrical plan, you'll remember that those doors, when they're open, are covering up your lights. So you kind of need to work around them a little bit, or at least know what you're doing. At least know your, because if you let the lights hang down too far, but if he uses, he's talking about using sectional doors, but I told him he might want to use roll-up doors for that reason, which is typically when you see these huge doors, they'll be roll-up, like a coil door, not a sectional door that goes back up and over the ceiling or above the ceiling or below the ceiling. So we're going to turn this wall back on. Wall cladding. And then we're going to put us a big door, a big garage door here. It's going to be 168, is that 14 feet by 144 inches, 12 feet. And this is going to be 3 11 7/8 LBLs for the header. That's a big door, baby. Oh man, forgot to fix the I don't like any of the, I'll be honest with you, the only garage door I like is this real simple looking one. Well, okay. Just to represent a door, because if it's not going to be the door, I just want it to be simple looking. Because all those panels are ugly. They're too residential looking for this. Or turn our slab back on. Turn our guides off. Aren't we looking snazzy? What I'm thinking about doing is using the complex roof, because I don't think I can use this. I can't use this feature where you tie two roofs together with but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. What I'll do is, once we get the final design worked out, we shall take and, now this is going to regenerate itself, but what you would do is put yourself a little line right here. Is that right? That's not the right place. It is right here. Where's that edge? This is the problem with hiding edges. Oh, I see what's going on here. So for some reason the metal, the thickness is really thick. I thought this was some kind of sheeting or something. But what you would do is put yourself a line there somewhere down there, and then you would take this one, take the end of this up here, and bring it till it suits your fancy, like that. And that's kind of how the roofs will be joined together. And I'll do that permanently, but I'm not going to worry about it until everything's decided, because I'll have to explode this roof, because every time I regenerate this roof, it will. Now what I can do is I can play a trick here. I'm just going to run that on in there for a second. Hope nobody pokes their head on it in the attic. Just kidding. But that's kind of how it will look. Now if I regenerate that, I'm not going to right now. What I'm going to do is, I thought about creating another, no, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave the roof. Well, you know what I got to do? I got to check these trusses. So yeah. Anyway, you'll see now when I turn this off. Well, if I hit this, or if I just say regenerate, it'll just go back. So you can see why I'm not going to mess with it until the end, and then I'll explode this whole roof, and then when I edit stuff, it'll stay there. For now, I'm going to turn off the roof cladding, and we're going to adjust these trusses. We're going to make them look like timber trusses, or heavy-duty trusses. Put my coffee out of the way, it's gotten cold. So we want these span to be, okay, what are we doing here? Okay, top chord, we're going to make them 2x6s. 5.5, bottom chord 5.5, truss depth, web depth, oh yeah, 5.5, 1.5, let's see, ply thickness, well, I think these trusses are going to end up being two ply, so I'm going to say 3 inches. Raised heel, no. Heel height, well, the heel height's going to change, I think, automatically. It's going to be more than 3.9. Let's see. I don't know how it stayed 3.9 with the 2x6 bottom chord. Where's my orbit? There it is. Okay, where's my spacing? Here we go, 6 feet, 72. This is where we're going to find out if we started from the right end or not. Oh, we did. Great. Because those are sitting over the top of those. Awesome. So far, everything's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's my door framing. Let's make this a little narrower. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the save button. And then we're going to close this. So that's looking pretty good. Now, he doesn't have. Oh, you know what we can do? Well, we'll have 2x6 purlins going across there. And you can see this is the problem we had with the door. These trusses were going to come down on that wall. And what I was going to do, if he wanted to leave that stair there, I was going to put some LVLs here for rafters on this end wall instead of having a truss there. And really I should tell it that there's no, because that will not be a gable end truss. That will be an actual truss right there. So I'll have to, when I explode this, I'll have to fix that. But let's go back in here and do our purlins, which I think he calls battens. A batten is more of a non-structural piece than a purlin is. Yes. Well, why is it not displaying the battens? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make these 5.5. Oops. I keep hitting 6 for some reason. That'll be 24 inches on center. Alright, let's update that. So the battens are turned off. Yeah. There we go. Looking pretty good. And then once again, when we're done, one thing we can do, well, yeah, we can turn off this overhang on the end here. Should be or does he allow that? He's got, for some reason, he has gable overhang 24 inches, and then he's got left and right. But it should be the other way around. I mean, you should be able to change the overhang. Like I should be able to say, see, that was over there. And that, you should be able to say on and off on the gable ends too, because it's more common that you have an intersecting gable. But if you go down here, you'll see he just has one parameter for that. It should have gable overhang end, start and end or something. Because if I put this on 0, they're both going to go away. See, I haven't. That's one thing I would change if I had a choice, because there's always going to be that case where you have an intersecting gable and you turn this off. But it's no big deal, because when I explode this, I'll just delete the soffit and all that. But it would be nice, because in real life they're not going to put this little return on here. They'll just stop it, right there. Now, if we were doing a complex roof, let's see. Let's move. This might be a little bit of a waste of time, but I think it would be fun to try out. Let's move this over here at 150 feet. And you want to know what that number is so you can move it back easy. So he has a feature called complex roofs, but there's only rafters right now. But if you just wanted the if you just wanted to see how the roofs would intersect, or how it makes them, how it works on a, oops, I'll have to fix that. I clicked on the wrong place. Clicked like an inch short there. But the way this works, it's easy to fix. I'll show you. And that's one of the cool things about this. Want this to be a gable. He doesn't have gables on complex roofs. I'll be darned. He's always working on these things. So, wow, that answers that. What I was going to do is have it, I was going to use the intersection of the, well, I'll just show you in a simple, we'll do a simple roof right here. We'll do this. There we go. Then we'll do a smaller one. Like that. Now, if we move these to where these overlap, where the walls would be kind of theoretically in a similar place, and then let's move it to the center just so it makes sense. Right, now what you can do is you can go here and complex roof connection. So you select this one and then you select this one, and most of the time it works better. Yeah, I just realized what you should do is you should move this so that it intersects more with the, like something like that, and it will join the two together. I used this on that house I showed earlier. Connection. Like that. Now if you turned on the cladding, you'd see wrong. I meant to see why the roof cladding's turned off. Yeah, if we say yes, update. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep hitting the wrong button. But let's do this. Let's edit this outline. This is a good example of how easy it is to, what you would do is you would make this back out to where your wall line was. You'd update it, and then you would move this. You would make it long enough like that, and then you'd regenerate it. Then if you took, you see now it's, what it's done is cut the rafters so they're not hanging over. And what I was going to do is take the roof cladding and use it for this, but he hasn't put the gable features in there yet. So everything in good time. And whatever that saying is, 150 feet. There we go. And let's turn the roof battens off, the purlins. What time is it? 10:50. We have any comments? No comments. Alright. What's wrong with you people? Are you not satisfied? Am I not doing a good service? Let's turn off this hidden thing. And I forgot to fake this one. Excuse me. I don't know. I guess it's springtime. Sorry. Time to sneeze again. So, we're getting there. Now, to make this look more like a home and a shop, we're going to put this. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it anymore. Oops. That was not the butt. Okay, one thing I'm not showing, which I do need to do on the plan, is this wraparound porch. And it goes, yeah, so let's put it on the plan. And this is where our views come in handy. We will turn off the roof. And we will update that. Update. And we'll turn off the roof there. Update that. And we will look at our first floor. Now, he's still worried. He's still planning this I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave the concrete turned off because it'll interfere with me trying to select the floor plan. So now here's an interesting thought. Okay, let's turn this on perspective now so we can work in a cool manner. And this thing needs to go in the roof framing layer. Roof framing. I just saw it. Am I going crazy here? Right there. Right. Now, what we can do is have this porch cover. I'm not quite sure why that's blue. Does it need to be reversed? Yeah, face need to be reversed. What we can do is have this porch overhang the 6 feet over here. And then come out here, go 10 feet, come out this way. What's that under there? Oh, the rebar. Oh, look, that's crazy. What we need to do is go back here and turn off all the foundation stuff. Update. Foundation off, update. Okay. Let me go back to number 1 here. And okay, now we're going to turn this on. It's easier to work in it. Now, we're going to bring this out 10 feet. And then let's just get that going. This will come out. I don't know exactly where this is going to go yet. I think it's going to be, what is that? $36 feet. Might just go to there for now. Because there's going to be a door here somewhere in the middle, or maybe not in the middle, but what's that? So that would be 21. Yeah, I think there's going to be like a 6-foot door here. I was trying to get it past that door. Oops. So we're going to pretend like that is a fact for now. And then we'll just do that to remind us. And we should have about 2 feet here just to give us some good cover. Oh my goodness, wow, I got lucky. Alright, that's pretty good. Now one thing you could do to save money is you could bring this back to like the center of here and then just put a little cover over that door. But we need to find out what our design is going to be, our floor plan is going to be first. But that'll just give us a feel. So now we can turn on our tags and turn on our walls, our roof, and I'm going to set up a working view here where my skirts and battens are turned off. Work. And also going to turn this off or put it somewhere, because right now it's in my field. What is all this? That's weird. We have some parts hanging out over here that aren't supposed to be there. I think that's from the bug splat. Sometimes when you get a bug splat, it'll ghost stuff in a different area in the drawing. But again, I don't complain about those because just all of the production I get. What's this line right here? Oh, that's the roof. He's got these hidden line, these outlines things, but we're going to save our working view without that. We're also going to turn off our roof dimension layers, which hide those ugly labels, because we want to work in a pretty environment. We don't want to be looking at weird stuff. Now, what I'm going to do here, let's turn off hidden geometry, and that'll get rid of those things. Again, let's update this. Save as, no, update. Okay. So now, let's turn on our foundation. We'll make that part of the working view. And let's draw us a porch beam. around here, and this we'll just make this easy on ourselves. We'll use the floor plan here to trace us a beam out, and we'll start right here. Wall cladding, because our beam will start at the framing, actually go into the framing. That's why I've got this right here, and then it'll be like yeah, 3 inches. Let's make it 3.5 in case we use LVLs, and then I'll adjust that right there. So now we want to come here and come back. You know what I could have done? I could have offset this, but now that I've started down the inefficient path, I'll just stay there. Is that on the same plane? Yeah. Looked a non-coplanar there for a second. Yeah, this was the most inefficient way to draw this beam, now that I think about it. I should be able to delete this. Delete this. Like that. And then bring it up 11, well, about 12 inches. Like that. Make it a group. Now we're going to raise it up 7 feet at a minimum. Maybe, oh, you know what we can do? We can raise this up 8 feet. We have plenty of height. Yeah, we got plenty of height here. I think what I'm going to do is connect this beam over here to the outside of this. Let's see, what am I moving it? What does that make it? I don't want to make it some weird dimension. I'm going to bring it back 3/4. And we'll work out some kind of connection detail there. Then this one, on this side, it will go back into the wall. .5. Is that right? Yeah, I thought there was something weird about how that went back at an angle. Right, so that's our porch beam. Cool, cool. Now what we can do is, I'm not sure if we can do, we could cheat and make a big complex roof. Let's see what that would look like, and then have it. Let's see, how do we do that? Or do I just draw? No more comments. Or do I just draw? This porch is pretty big. I'm kind of wondering if I don't just need to draw like a something easy until almost like a a schematic looking thing, like because what I'm afraid of is that I'm going to go through all this rafter mess, and then so what I'm going to do is just draw I'm going to draw the outline of a roof. Why is that over there? What did I do? Holy cow. Working in 3D has its challenges. You're supposed to pay attention, like that's the blue axis. What I'm trying to do is give it a heel height, and I was trying to give it a pitch, then 4 over 12 up 4, and then what I want to do is when you do that, you want to start here and do that and get an inference going, and then come over here so you won't have a weird there we go, and then you can delete this, and then you can bring this out 24. I'm going to have and then you can inference this, and this can go down 5.5 or 7.5. So I'm trying to use the follow me. This will be interesting. I haven't used the follow me in a while. I should have waited to, let's see, is that right? Delete this. And I think I can just put myself a line around here. They have to be a polyline. Let's weld them together. And then we'll see if the follow me will work on that. Where's follow me? There it is. Aha! That a baby. And really, this would come out 24, but then this would just be the overhang. So you get rid of, and this is just a quick way to, oops, I knew that was going to happen. What we need to do here. Oh God, we got in the wall. Excuse me. I think I can just pull this over there. Yeah. And then delete that. Then I have to bring this down. then get rid of that line. There we go, that's clean. Clean as a button. Is that saying? And we'll fix the other side. This will look better. It looks rounded. Is that rounded? It looks rounded without this hip line in there. There we go. For some reason it looked weird. Alright, so we're going to put this, since we know exactly how to do this. Oops, this time we will draw our line first, and then we will push pull just that. Because you wouldn't have that was the way to do that. Like that, and then you can cheat and instead of we can steal this roofing right here. Oh, it even went at the right angle. That's cool. And then so that way, you know, the cool thing about that is that if they shorten this whole thing, or while we're talking about it, let's see, let me do this. Make this a group. You triple click. Now I can select this without worrying about it. So if they decide that, why is that doing that? Cannot move face touching at corner, must be triangle. What is going on? I should be able to move that whole thing. That's bizarre. Anyway, I would figure out what I would do. I'd use the push pull, I guess. I would that makes no sense. Oh, I think I see what it is. I see what it is. What is this line? I did this end wrong. Okay, I need to take this and run it over to here, and then delete this. Now maybe it'll move. That's weird. It still should have moved. Alright, so makes no sense. I mean, I should be able to move this whole thing. I don't understand what's going on there. I should be able to grab all of that and move it. Can I just grab the end here and move it? Yeah, see, I can move that. Oh well, I'm just getting bogged down, Tony. Let's make us some post here. Well, we got a post we can steal from over here, don't we? Yeah. Now we're thinking. Remember, I made that one earlier for that corner. Now we can put it right here. And that's one reason why I didn't. Oh, that doesn't line up. Okay, see, there you go. That's why you have a floor plan. What's going on here now? Wowza. What did I do? Is that 3 inches? I meant to take this over to the framing and wow, a quarter. How in the heck? Did I move that accidentally? Tony. 40 years of drafting and you still make mistakes. 40 years. More than that, 1980. And that doesn't include drafting class in high school. Alright, so let's see how far this is. That is, and this is a neat trick. Get your eye on here, and then you look, and that's 45, 6.5. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to fix this first. Because these weren't lining up. So what we need to do is pull this out to the corner. Like that, and then fix the floor plan. There we go. I knew that dimension was weird. We want our spacing to be somewhere between 7 and 8 feet. So we can take this post and copy it over here and look at your number. Okay, 45, what is that? 6 times 7 is 42. And so if we divide this by 6, what do we get? So what you can do is copy that over and then hit the backslash and then the number of divisions, and it'll, you know, copy them evenly. So that means the span is, it's a little close together. We probably could have done 5 divisions. Yeah, because that, but that, the problem with that is it's going to be like 8 feet, but I think we can get by, divided by 5. We could probably get by with that, especially, and if we make the porch shorter, what we got between them, 8 feet 8, that's a little, as long as you use a couple of LVLs, that'll be okay. And it's only a porch roof, so it should be fine. That looks better too. I'm not sure about this, how I messed this up. I wonder if I can fake this, if I can get this up there, because again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this roof because I'm afraid. I'll put that over there, and then I'm going to what I'm trying to do is get an intersecting line between, well, I can just turn on the, maybe we can get lucky and the battens, the girts will be, because those furring on the wall. Oh man. Well, what we can do is we can move this one down temporarily. Is that hitting? I need a reference. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it. If it doesn't, I'm just going to redo this whole roof. It's not really working. Where's my... Let me do another one of these so I can see better. Let me get where I can see at a better angle here. I'll just have to, well, I can fix this. That's going to be okay. And I just have to do the same thing over here. These temporary wall girts will go away. Where is it? Oh, not as high as I thought it was. Again, I gotta put this up and see. Did that get rid of that line? No, I can hide that now. Why is it doing that? I think I can delete that now. Nope. I torqued it. But this is just kind of schematic, so I don't need to get too excited about that. Because when we decide exactly how big the porch is going to be, I'm going to frame it with rafters and deck, battens. And now we can take this one and try to have similar spacing, but still space it evenly. So we're going to go there and look at our dimension, 35. So 4 divided by 4 would be close to our spacing. Yeah, 8 feet 5. I think this was 8 foot 6. And when you're looking at span, you're looking at the distance between them. Yeah, so there's a couple of inches. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Looks pretty good, as a matter of fact. If it was too much difference, I would change the dimension of this porch so we could make them work out. Alright, so let's turn on our wall cladding and turn off our wall burring. Not bad. For a barn dominium where you live and work at the same time, let's put ourselves some, let's turn off those picks. That was the footing details for the foundation. I've already done the foundation plan because he's already ready to do that. So let's put some ground on here, and we'll just come out here somewhere. Oops. And you can see we'll get shadows that way. We'll go ahead and give us a pretty decent amount of space around it. And what what we'll do is turn on our foundation. Concrete, and we got to set up the whole thing. So I've got it setting up high. I know this is ground level because the shadows are casting on it. Let's do this too. What I like to do here is make this a group and go in there and then give it some thickness to hide. Probably 24. Well, let's make it 36. I don't know if that's deep enough. 48. That looks about right. And then what you can do is hide all these, select everything and then deselect the faces and then hide the edges. This is a little trick I learned in the Army. Yeah, now you can get, if you want to set your shadows to where it's not so, the sun's not setting so high or low in the sky, and that you can play around with the shadows. When you start to do your elevations, they'll look kind of cool. You can come in here and adjust the time of year like that, and then adjust the time of day to get it where you want it. And then you would set up, that is the right elevation update. But what I want to do is my building's sitting up too high, so I'm hoping I can turn everything on. I should have done this before I started, but now let me expand all and make sure everything's turned on. I really don't care what it is at this point. I just want to turn it all on so I don't miss anything. I don't care about the pics. Right, did I get everything? So what I want is this to be sitting about 6 inches above the ground, and I don't want to raise the ground up because the shadows won't work. This is the zero, your 0, 0. So you don't want to mess with that. What you want to do is, what am I not moving here? Expand all. Oh, I don't have anything hidden. I don't want to select that though. I might have some hidden stuff that I'm not selecting. This is something you want to do before you start. You want to get when I was doing the foundation, I should have set it down and then set the floor plan on top of it. Is it the pictures? Oh, it might be the pictures. I really don't need them anymore. I'm about ready to just delete them. Something tells me to keep them. Alright, let's go in here and we'll check one more time. Now we're going to select everything. Oh, it must have been the floor plan that I hadn't selected. That's weird. So now I'm going to start moving this down. Yeah, it should start disappearing. There we go. And I should have measured it first, but you want this to be about 6 inches Okay, so 3 1/4, 3.25. There we go. Actually, you want that to be about 7 inches because we're going to lower the siding an inch. So let's go back up an inch. And then when I get the siding lapped down over the slab properly, it'll be 6 inches there. Alright, so let's go in here and we'll turn off the hidden stuff. Said off, and then we'll get our elevation. See, now we can start to get our elevation stuff worked out. Let's see, this will be the back update. I'll cheat this out. I'm going to ask him about it though. I'm going to send him a screenshot. Control, there we go. Maybe something I've done. Let's hit back. And this should be, those need to be somewhere else. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now. And then we don't have our, I guess we do, back. Then we can turn it this way. This on the side. Sometimes on the side I like to show a little bit of the front. Just to kind of, like I don't do these flat perspectives or these flat. I mean, sometimes they look better. In some cases, these are like standard views, and you can use that. You know, it's still a perspective mode. And it's a little bit easier to set up your elevations that way. So we might just use that as the front, and the only thing is I kind of like, yeah, oh, we'll just back. This is the left. Got my this is in the way. Okay, so I got these out of order a little bit. Front, right. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for. I guess that's better. I don't know. Right. I should probably stick with those. Back. There we go. And the reason I was doing the grade, and this, we call this the grade. This will be in the grade. I can find the G's. And these are supposed to be in the foundation, but you can see This is the detail of this thickened slab where that wall is, the load bearing wall in the middle, and this is the turned down um, slab detail. So if you go to layout, should hit save first. What did I do? Did I cancel it? No, I didn't. Uh, Mike Taylor. I don't remember that. Oh, I know what I did. I shut down my computer last night. I was really tired, and I shut it down without turning this off. Oh, but it's good. I saved. It's saved. So what you got to do is save this. Usually, if it's recovered, you have to save it over the top of the other one. But so this is the foundation plan. You can see there's a thickened slab where that wall, where the truss is set, the floor truss is set for the apartment. And then here's your two details. So what you do is you draw everything in SketchUp, and then you bring it in as a viewport, a scene, as SketchUp calls it. And then you do your text and dimensions in layout, because they purposely make text suck in SketchUp. That's my theory. This I'll show you. It's kind of funny. Where's the text? It's even hard to find. Yeah. So if I wanted to call this, reinforcement or something, just for an example, if I can type, and what it does is, okay, it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's just try. Well, that's weird. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, what it does is it's the type of text that tries to, follow. You can follow it around or whatever. But the problem is it changes in scale when you back out or zoom in. So it's just that's the way that it thinks you're going to detail something, which is awful. And then if you want to do, it has this ugly text here, that's double lined, and nobody uses this, I made it too big, but if it was for this detail, it would be this small. It would be like real small, right? You wouldn't have giant text, like that. So it's just terrible. Text in SketchUp is awful, and my theory is that they do that so you will buy the Pro version, so that you get layout, so you can set up your sheets like a pro. Here's my, because now I've got the, I'll have a cover sheet and a foundation plan, and I need to put the floor plans on here, and then you'll have your door and window schedules and stuff like that, and you'll have your elevations, which I haven't put on here yet. That's what I'm working on. So this is a 24 by 36 inch sheet, and the only one I've actually completed so far is the foundation plan, because it's just kind of a fast track project where he needed just to get the slab in. It's really simple too. It's just that thickened slab, which is what you'll do is, after you get your gravel, I need to put this on hybrid here, so it'll be better than a raster. Raster images are awful. Okay, I already got that one in. But what you'll do is, after you get it graded, with the gravel graded, you'll just take and cut out shovel out the gravel to where this slab is thickened to carry this wall. The wall that's right here, because if we turn on our working view, if we turn off our roofs and all this, and we turn on turn off our wall cladding, and turn on our floor trusses, and our sheeting, you'll see that those trusses sit on that wall, right, and then the rafters, the trusses sit on top of that wall, so it is a load-bearing wall. See? So you need a decent sized footing under that. We just call it an interior footing or an internal footing in that slab. I think this is all I'm going to do on this today for now. But it's starting to look okay, I think. Should look good. I wonder if our style has the new ambient occlusion turned on. It does, it just doesn't have it. Is it turned on? Yeah. What it does is it'll create a shadowy effect on these inside corners. And like where it touches the ground. So it looks pretty cool. And I'm going to update. Oh look, did it not update? Okay, I see. Alright. So if you have any comments. No comments. How long did we go? We went, how long did we go? We went 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. And I want to thank Crystal. She's a nice lady for coming and watching. And we shall continue. This is kind of a schematic version of this drawing. Until we get the floor plans and decide kind of what his budget is. Looking good. So we'll save it there. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you need help with your project, you can contact me at atdrafting.com. Thanks for watching.